After 2 long years, we're finally back here at Mike Vanacore Field. Welcome, everybody, to North Haven High School football here on NHTV. My name is Michael Valenti. Tonight, the North Haven Indians look to get their first win of the season in this 2021 season against the Cheshire Rams. Last week, North Haven was on the road. They lost 23-3 to Shelton. Thank you, everybody, for joining us here again. My name is Michael Valenti, and if you're just joining us here on NHTV or through the Facebook pages here on North Haven Football, also NHTV Sports, North Haven trying to even out their season at 1-1. They come off a loss last week, while Cheshire had an overtime win, 26-20. See if they can go to 2-0 here. North Haven and Cheshire, for the many years that we've done their games here, always end up being physical games, always end up being a close game.
EJ Quint and Kenny Zawala back to receive for Cheshire. Ben Pisano will kick off for North Haven.
Ben Pisano will be kicking things off here for North Haven, wearing the maroon jerseys with white numbers and white helmets. The Cheshire Rams with their red helmets, white jerseys, black numbers, and red trim. And it's an end-over-end kick. Short, though, will be returned to the 30-yard line. Breaking through the whole 35 and just shy of the 45-yard line. Good field position to start off the season start off the game for Cheshire. Christian Russo leading this Cheshire offense, a guy you got to look at here tonight. Last week, 28 carries, 182 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the ground. Both teams mostly relying on the ground game than the air attack, but Cheshire does throw the ball a little bit, as they had 18 passing attempts last week from Jeffrey, 8 of 18. And this first one is a handoff to the left side. Hit at the line and maybe gets a yard on the play. That was Christian Russo.
Christian Russo on the carry.
5'9", 195 pounds from the senior running back. It's going to be 2nd and 8 here. Ball at the 46-yard line. Looking at the roster this year for North Haven, not a lot of seniors, much younger team than we've seen in years past. This time a pass looking left, thrown over the head and incomplete. It'll be 3rd down.
Pass intended to Tim Nugent, incomplete. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 8.
The pass intended for Tim Nugent. No relations to the guitarist Ted or the former kicker Mike. 3rd down and 8 for Cheshire. They got 3 wide receivers, 2 on the far side, 1 on the near side. Fakes the handoff, passes, intercepted at the 50-yard line. Jeffrey Cavaris, the junior, with the interception, and North Haven gets the ball at midfield. A good start here for the North Haven defense. North Haven known for their running attack with the single wing offense. Not a lot of passing attempts you'll see from North Haven, but they definitely put the ball in a lot of players' hands.
North Haven will start at the
Last week it was Pandolfi and Dodge, the 2 main carriers for this North Haven offense. And here is the first play of the game. It's a pass and incomplete. Matt Dodge intended for Anthony Cavalier, 2 seniors on this team. It'll be 2nd and 10. Keeping Cheshire honest, which is what you need to do. Obviously, as I mentioned before, North Haven known for their running game, but still a passing attempt there just to keep Cheshire honest that North Haven will be willing to throw it in the air if they need to. 2nd and 10 at midfield. 11:08 to go here in the first quarter. Single wing offense for North Haven and a flag before the snap.
flag on the play.
Let's see what it's for. Neutral zone infraction on Cheshire, so that's going to move the ball 5 yards. So North Haven's first movement of the season comes off a penalty here at Mike Vandercourt Field. 2nd and 5. Snap goes right to Dodge, and he goes between the tackles. And it will be a gain of maybe a yard. So it'll be 3rd and manageable here.
No gain on the play, so it's going to be 3rd and 5.
So it's officially 3rd and 5 as Matt Dodge got no gain on the play. Third and 5. Cheshire showing a hint of pressure. Ball is on the ground and goes behind the line of scrimmage, nowhere to go. So North Haven goes 3 and out after the interception. So it was Jake Langner that recovered the football. They end up losing 2 on the play, and it will be 4th down. And North Haven has to punt on their first possession of the season here at Mike Vandercourt Field. And this one is a line drive punt. Has to go back a little bit, and it will be fair caught there by number 5, E.J. Quint. So both teams don't get much offense in on their first possessions, so this one is definitely going to be a defensive battle, as I mentioned before, quickly before the game started. 2 teams that just are usually evenly matched every time we see them here at Mike Vandercourt Field for North Haven High School football on NHTV. And so far, we're seeing the same thing again. North Haven interception on Cheshire's first drive. North Haven goes 3 and out on their first drive. 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. Handoff goes up the middle, wide open gap there, and he's got a big opening. Goes to the sideline, crosses midfield, still up, and eventually is pushed out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Big run there by Christian Russo, who had a big game last week, almost 200 yards on the ground. And just like that, Cheshire is in North Haven territory. Really good job there by the Cheshire offensive line, too, I got to say. Leaving that big opening there for Russo. Hit the gap, found the outside, and got a lot of yards on that one. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. Fakes the handoff, rolls out. Looking to throw, he can't. He's hit and eventually brought down. Great play there. And a flag is on the play, though, afterwards. We'll see what the play is for, or the penalty's for.
Flag on the play.
And it's going to be against North Haven. And it will actually move the chains because of that.
So penalty is against North Haven.
So now the ball is at the 26-yard line. 1st and 10. Handoff goes to Russo.
Russo on the carry.
Carries a couple of North Haven players on his back and carries it for about 3 or 4 yards on the play.
Tacklers meet him at the line. Picks up about 2 yards.
Second and 8. Just under 9 minutes to go. Whistle blown before the snap. And let's see what this is. They're going to call illegal procedure against Cheshire. That's going to move them back 5 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 13 now after the penalty. Matthew Jeffrey to receive the snap with Russo to his left. Jeffrey looks to throw, throws to his right. The pass is completed, and he goes out of bounds there.
Jeffrey's pass is complete.
Tim Nugent is the receiver on that one. Clock continues to run here. It's a 3rd and, we'll call it, I think it's 7 on the 3rd and 7.
Picks up about 8 yards on the play, so it's going to be 3rd and 7.
Jeffries mishandles the snap, but a flag is thrown, or a timeout called actually, excuse me. Timeout called by Cheshire before the snap. So with that timeout, we'll take a timeout here. No score with just under 8 minutes to go. You're watching North Haven High School football on NHTV. Back off the timeout here. No score here in the first quarter. Just under 8 minutes to go. North Haven against Cheshire. Man in motion. Jeffrey gets the snap, hands it off to Russo, who's got plenty of room. And he's got the first down and keeps going. Gets inside the 15-yard line there. So Russo again moving things over. North Haven not really doing a good job so far containing Christian Russo. He's been finding holes, he's been finding grass and moving the chains here. And I think if you're Cheshire, you just try to get him the ball as much as you can. And there it is again, going to Russo. This time they hit him. And he gets maybe a yard on that play. So good job there with North Haven containing the run. Clock continues to run here. 2nd and we'll call it 10. I don't think he got anything in there. 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter. North Haven and Cheshire are tied at 0. But Cheshire is threatening here to score. They got 3 wide receivers out, 2 on the far side. Handoff goes to Russo, and they contain him again. Gain of a couple on that play.
Hit by MJ DeVilliers and Justin Edwards.
DeVilliers was the first man to hit him.
After a gain of yards, that's going to bring up 3rd down and 9.
3rd and 9 for North Haven. This is a big 3rd down here. I know it's early in the game, but deep in North Haven territory here. If they can contain Cheshire from getting the first down or even more on this play, try to prevent them, maybe go for the field goal here, depending on the kicker's strength. Quick pass to the right side is complete, and a nice hit there. Beautiful hit there by number 23, Andrew Vatz.
Pass complete to Tim Nugent. Sebastian Garudas on the tackle. Holds him short of the first down, so it's going to be a 4th.
So it's going to be 4th and 3. And North Haven have prevented Cheshire so far. Can they stop them here on 4th down? I formation. Handoff. And it looks like they stopped them. They did. Turnover on downs. A big stop there for North Haven. And that got the crowd going here at Mike Vanacore Field. Have not heard this crowd in 2 years. It's nice to hear them again. And that's a big stop there for North Haven's defense. So they start 1st and 10 at the 7. So while Christian Russo did a very good job on that drive, just not good enough to get points on the board for Cheshire. And North Haven, after the interception on the first drive, force a turnover on downs on the second drive, but they start 1st and 10 here on the 7. Run to the outside. He's got room. He's got a first down, a little extra. Nice run there. First down for North Haven.
With a first down run for North Haven.
So North Haven not only gets themselves breathing room out of the end zone, but actually gets 17 yards on the play for that first down. First and 10 from the 24. Low snap, trying to hand it off. He does so, but is hit quickly there, so Tavares there was the carrier. Lost 3 yards on the play. So it'll be 2nd and 12 from the 20-yard line. North Haven going with their single wing offense. This time they go to the near side. Hit before you can get to the line. And that was Lagner. Didn't get much there, so it'll be third and 10. So once again, North Haven faces third down after a big turnover on their second drive here. Both teams not getting much as far as points on the board. Cheshire had 2 tries, nothing yet. North Haven on their second drive went 3 and out on their first drive. Here they are, 3rd and 10 from the 22. Dodge looking to throw, dodges one sack, dodges another. He breaks the tackle, he's got the first down. What a play there by Matt Dodge, moving the chains, gain of 11 yards. Beautiful play there. Something you see out of mobile quarterbacks in the NFL. Looking to his receivers, can't find anything, dodges a couple tacklers behind the line of scrimmage, finds the open grass, gets himself a first down. North Haven still going, and that's their first down at Mike Vanacore Field this season. 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. Handoff on the reverse. Trying to break a tackle, he does, but another guy's there, and the Rams just pile on. Can't do much there. Anthony Cavalier was the carrier there. Not much. Cavalier, I think, lost his helmet at some point there. 2nd and 12, so he actually lost some yardage. Under 3 minutes to go. Here in the first quarter, no score from the 34-yard line. Here comes North Haven. Single wing offense for North Haven. Snap, looking left, looking to throw. Stops, throws it deep to Dodge. In traffic, it is intercepted. I think. Yes, it is intercepted. E.J. Quint gets the interception. Langner, I believe, was Adam Pandolfi was the thrower on that play, trying to get Matt Dodge, and he could not get him, but there's a flag on the play, so let's see if that interception stands. Oh, they're going for roughing the passer on the defense. So they had actually offsetting penalties. So because of that, the interception is negated, and that is a huge, huge penalty for Cheshire. Even if North Haven offset with their penalty, an interception now erased because of the roughing the passer penalty on Cheshire.
Dead ball foul against North Haven, so we're going to reset here.
So instead of 1st and 10 for Cheshire, it's going to be 3rd and 13 And a timeout called by North Haven. So with that timeout, we'll take a timeout here. 2:23 to go in the first, no score. You're watching North Haven High School football on NHTV. Side of the Dodge run that got them about 20 yards. North Haven has had a really tough time getting the ball over. And they're really trying anything. They're trying reverses, they're trying deep passes, they're trying runs in the middle, runs to the outside, and just haven't found much luck tonight. But it's early as we're just approaching the 90-minute mark, or 90-second mark here at the end of the first quarter. 3rd and 20. And they're punting? On 3rd and 20, they end up punting instead. So the ball just sits there at the 26-yard line. You don't see that every day. I think the last time I've seen a play like that, Doug Flutie punted it for the Patriots. But nonetheless, North Haven decide, you know what? I don't think we're going to make it here on 3rd and 20, so let's just punt it and try to catch them off guard and let the ball roll to get good field position. And I would say they did a fairly good job there. Cheshire's going to start from the 26-yard line. 1st and 10 with 1:23 to go here in the first. Jeffrey gets the snap, drops the ball, and he's going to be sacked. I believe it was Brian Latzamersky that ended up being the one that sacked the quarterback there. Lose 1 yard on the play after the fumble. 2nd and 10. Really 11, depending on where you're looking on the field. 2nd and 10 from the 26. Russo, no, that's a fake handoff. And they end up crossing the 30-yard line, getting about 8 on the play. Mike Simone gets the run there. That'll be 3rd down and 5 as we approach the final 30 seconds of this first quarter. Can they get one final play off before the end of the quarter? 3rd and 5. Shotgun formation. Quick pass goes to Russo. Russo on the screen, crosses the first down marker, gets to the sideline, 50, 40, breaks a tackle, 30, stiff arm, and he's dropped down at the 25-yard line. So they find a way to get the ball to Christian Russo again. He finds the outside, and another big gain for him with 3 seconds to go in this quarter. Cheshire gets a first down and crosses midfield. They are back in North Haven territory. Both times Cheshire got into North Haven territory. Big plays from Christian Russo. Last time it was on the ground. This time it goes on a nice screenplay, but there's a flag on the play, so let's see what it is. And it's coming back. So pardon me for everything I just said. This one's coming back after the hold. So it'll be 10 yards from the spot of the foul, which it appears that it happened after Cheshire crossed the first down marker. So it'll be marked at the 31-yard line. And that's going to be the end of the quarter. No score between these two teams. North Haven 0, Cheshire 0. Second quarter coming up here. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of
Forget Me Not Full Service Flower Shop.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of HB Communications.
We start the second quarter here for North Haven. No score. So after the holding penalty, it's 3rd and 5 for Cheshire, which negated a big play from Christian Russo. Shotgun formation for Cheshire. Quick look. Pass
Friday Night
is
Football
on the outside,
on NHTV.
and it looks like he just got enough for the first down, but a flag on the play after the play was over. Quint was the receiver who has an interception in this game, or had an interception, but it was negated. And this is going to be a holding on Cheshire, so a lot of negation happening by Cheshire tonight. Interceptions, big plays, first downs, all negated tonight so far for Cheshire due to penalties. That's the kind of stuff that loses you football games when you make mistakes like that. Penalties that negate first downs, turnovers.
So holding from the spot will make it a 3rd and 10.
So now, instead of it being 1st and 10, it's now 3rd and 10 from the 26-yard line. Cheshire really shooting themselves in the foot tonight. Fakes the handoff, rolls out, pass is dropped and incomplete. So North Haven forces another turnover. This time it will be Cheshire punting. And really, while North Haven did do a good job there on 3rd down, Cheshire was really the ones that kind of took themselves out of this situation. They had 2 big first downs negated because of penalties. And now North Haven will get the ball back for the 3rd time tonight. Matt Dodge is the receiver. I think the punter's looking for the snap. He finally gets it. Not the best punt in the world. It doesn't even land in midfield. and eventually bounces out. So good field position for North Haven.
So North Haven will have a 1st and 10 at about the 45-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. So North Haven not getting much going on the offensive side of the ball. Only 1 first down on their first 2 possessions. Let's see if they can do better here with the ball at short distance here at the 45-yard line. 1st and 10. And this one goes behind Langner. And I think Cheshire got it.
Let's see.
Or did Langner end up on it? Let's see. No, it was North Haven that ended up getting on that ball. It was close. It was really close. From my angle, it definitely looked like Cheshire dove on that ball. But Langner was able to get on it last minute. And they keep possession, but it was a big loss there as now they start at the 22-yard line. Second and 33. Langner spins, and that doesn't fool Cheshire. They only get 2 yards on the play. So last time North Haven had the ball, they had a 3rd and long, and they ended up punting on 3rd down. Does Coach Sagnella do it again? And let's see what Cheshire's defense looks like here, knowing that last time they did that. Do they bring a safety deep just in case something like that happens again? Third and 31 from the 25-yard line. North Haven getting situated here. And I don't think they did a good job trying to figure out what they were doing, so Coach Sagnella has to burn his 2nd timeout and a half. And with that timeout, we'll take a timeout here. No score with 9:39 to go. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of Arnold's Jewelers.
$9:39 to go here in the 2nd quarter. No score at Mike Vanacore Field. 3rd and 31 for North Haven. Got themselves in a situation after a bad snap. This time they end up throwing and intended for dodge, but incomplete. Even if the pass was complete, they were nowhere close to the 1st down marker. Actually, they didn't even get to the original line of scrimmage. So North Haven had good field position to start and now are forced to punt, giving Cheshire very likely good field position here. With E.J. Quint and Andrew Vatz back deep at their 40-yard line. Snap is good. Big booming punt there. And it was a fair catch, although it was Vatz that called the fair catch. E.J. Quint was the one that actually caught it.
So Cheshire will take over. 1st and 10 at the...
But nonetheless, it's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line for Cheshire. Cheshire in that last possession had 2 big penalties that negated 1st downs. And they had 3 big penalties tonight, including an interception that was negated due to a penalty on a roughing the passer. That stuff right there, that's the stuff that they have to control as this game progresses, with it being no score, 9.5 to go in the second quarter, it's the tiny mistakes that are going to be the big reasons why you lose a football game. Dropping back, throws up the middle, and incomplete. That was Matthew Jeffrey passing there. Incomplete. I believe that was Rosenthal was the intended receiver there. So it's 2nd and 10. North Haven usually known to be good against the run, not so great against the pass when teams do have that air attack to their arsenal. But so far, haven't really seen much from the air attack here from Cheshire, as Russo stiff arms one guy, and he's hit there, just shy of midfield. Derubis knocks him down. Sebastian Derubis, a senior. 5'6", 155 pounds there for the senior defensive back. 3rd and 3. Ball at the 49-yard line.
So maybe about a 3rd and 4.
Quarterback under center. Handoff up the middle. He's hit, and he stopped there. That is a great stop for North Haven. Absolutely great stop there. And now Cheshire has a decision to make. Do they go for it, 4th and manageable, or do they punt? And it looks like they're going to bring out the punt team. Fourth and 3, just about 8 minutes to go here as Cheshire gets ready to punt. Back deep, I believe, is Dodge. This one's angled and line driven. Rolling to the 10-yard line. It wasn't the prettiest punt, but it was effective nonetheless, getting North Haven inside the 10-yard line. That's the kind of ball you often see on the baseball field, not the football field. But nonetheless, line drives are effective. So it'll be 1st and 10 for North Haven at the 10-yard line. No score between the Cheshire Rams and North Haven at Mike Vanacore Field. The first game at Mike Vanacore Field in 2 years. Pretty good crowd, given the circumstances. 1st and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw. He's in the end zone, hit as he throws, and incomplete. Nearly intercepted, but E.J. Quint was out of bounds when he made possession. He's trying to make a case saying that he was in bounds, but the official's saying no. So it'll be 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. E.J. Quint, who had an interception negated earlier due to a roughing the passer penalty, could have had 2 interceptions if he just kept his feet in bounds there and the penalty wasn't negated. 2nd and 10 from the 10. This one is handed off to the far side, rolling out. Jumps over a defender and gets to the 19, maybe. Let's see where they mark it. I think he is just shy of the 1st down.
Picks up about 9 yards.
So it'll be 3rd and 1. Could do a lot of things in this situation. 3rd and 1, obviously short yardage, you would assume run. But can you catch Cheshire off guard with play action? And North Haven definitely showing that they will throw the ball tonight. North Haven in that single wing offense that they're known for. 3rd and 1. Up the middle. And it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Beautiful play there as they get the 1st down.
And that's a North Haven 1st down.
just got enough to move the chains. They measured just in case, confirming the first down. And North Haven moves the chains. Their second first down of the night comes with 6:40 to go in the second quarter. Not a lot of chain moving between these two teams tonight. Between penalties and good defense. North Haven moving things around. They're moving their line, shifting the single wing to the left side. And a flag is thrown. And it looks like illegal procedure on the snap. So North Haven loses 5 yards after getting the first down. It'll be 1st and 15 after the penalty. Clock continues to run here with 6:15 to go in the second. Coming in the game for North Haven is Pandolfi and Matt Dodge. As part of the single wing offense, a lot of rotating pieces at those back positions. Different running backs taking the snap, getting handoffs. This time they roll out to the left. Flag on the play. Pandolfi was the carrier. He might have got a yard on that play, but not much. We'll see what the flag is. Usually in the backfield, that does mean it's an offensive hold. And that is what it is. So North Haven loses 10 yards there. So it'll be 1st and 25. North Haven, now they're shooting themselves in the foot with these big 1st and long distance situations. They had a 2nd and 33 at one point in this game. And here they are, 1st and 25 after a couple penalties. And they're pinned inside the 5-yard line. It'll be Langner taking the snap for North Haven. Langner loses the ball and diving on it around the 1-yard line. That was Cavalier. So North Haven is inside their 1-yard line after that. It'll be 2nd.
Loss of 2 on the play.
They need to get to the 30-yard line. And they're inside the 2. 2nd and 28. Takes the snap. Finds a hole. Dodges a tackler. Gets to the 10. Dodges another tackler, brought down just shy of the original line of scrimmage. So it'll be 3rd and 11. Good run there.
Brings the ball out to about the 20-yard line.
And North Haven, not as bad as they were last time, but this time they still have a long 3rd down. 3rd and 11.
3rd and 11 from the 19.
So a gain of 17 on 2nd down. Dodge takes a snap, goes to the far side, gets to the edge, and he's going to be short of the first down by about 4 yards. So North Haven have a decision to make with 3 minutes and 49 seconds. Does Coach Sagnella keep his team, his offense on the field? And it looks like they will punt.
So it's 4th and about 4. MJ DeVilliers will come out and punt.
DeVilliers will be the punter for North Haven in his second punt.
EJ Quint back to receive.
Quint receiving. That's a good punt. Quint has to back up and he eventually catches at the 31. Goes through a couple of North Haven players and is tackled there at the 40-yard line.
Short return. Cheshire will take over 1st and 10 at the 42.
3:38 to go in the second quarter. No score here. A game riddled with penalties, miscues, and turnovers. We've seen North Haven interception on the first drive of the game, but resulted in a 3-0 on their first drive of the game. Cheshire went into the 7-yard line in North Haven and turned over on downs. Quick screen play here on the play action. Rosenthal is tackled there by Matt Dodge, who had the second most tackles last week with 7. Gets a tackle there, and it was a big tackle for North Haven. Just over 3 minutes to go. Neither team having a good chance of moving this ball around. They go with the quick screen to Russo. Russo trying to get to the edge. Breaks a couple tackles before getting out of bounds just shy of midfield. So it'll be third and manageable for Cheshire. North Haven had to burn 2 timeouts in the first quarter, so they only have 1 timeout left in this half. And Cheshire, they burned a timeout in the first quarter, so they have 2 timeouts left with under 3 minutes to go. With this being no score, obviously those timeouts could play into effect with whoever has the ball last in this first half. North Haven did defer the coin toss, and Cheshire received, so North Haven gets the ball back in the second half. Jeffrey dumps it to Russo to avoid the sack. Russo gets the first down and a little extra. Tackled at the 35-yard line and a flag just at the end of the play. While the grass is green, it's getting littered with yellow tonight with a lot of penalties called. Let's see what this one's for. Is it another holding on Cheshire? Illegal block in the back, so this one is coming back. The legal block in the back happened after the first down, so Cheshire will keep the ball at first down. They'll just lose 5 yards from the spot of the foul, I believe, which the spot of the foul was after the first down. Clock will continue to run as soon as the teams are set. 2:42 to go. And it will be 1st and 10 from North Haven's 45-yard line. So once again, Cheshire is in North Haven territory. Last time they got in there, they went all the way down to the 7-yard line, and North Haven forced a turnover on downs. Shotgun formation. Fakes a handoff, rolls over to the right side, and he's going to be sacked behind the line of scrimmage. Jake Langner, the senior, with the sack, losing 3 yards on the play. That's a good job there by the linebackers, attacking the middle, forcing Jeffrey to move around, not getting his options clear. Couldn't get the throw off, and that's a big sack there as we approach 2 minutes here in the second quarter. 2nd and 13. 4 wide receivers out for Cheshire, 2 on the near, 2 on the far. Jeffrey gets the snap. Steps, throws this one deep. It's a double coverage, and it is caught by E.J. Quint, and he's going to go into the end zone easily for a touchdown. What a play by E.J. Quint. A beautiful ball thrown there by Matthew Jeffrey as well. Into double coverage. Put it perfectly into E.J. Quint's hands. He bobbled it a little bit, gained his composure, got the ball, and easily crossed the goal line there. So Cheshire gets on the board first with 1:40 to go here in the second. Vasquez will kick the extra point here. Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is good as well. Cheshire gets the lead. 7-0 with 1:40 to go. You're watching North Haven High School football on NHTV.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of
Forget Me Not Full Service Flower Shop.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of North Haven Funeral Home.
E.J. Quint catches the touchdown, avoids penalties for Cheshire that have haunted them throughout this game, and they get the first score of the night, 7-0 with 1:40 to go. North Haven only has one timeout, so it'll depend on where the field possession is to see where North Haven does with this possibly final drive here for North Haven in this first half. They get the ball back, so I think they need to be aggressive here. Try to tie this game up, get the ball back, and possibly score again, and you're up 14-7. A line drive kick is caught just shy of the 25. Langner gets the ball to the 35-yard line. So North Haven with one timeout has 94 seconds to get into the end zone. Cheshire with two timeouts. So if North Haven doesn't do anything on first and second down, Cheshire can use timeouts on second and third down and maybe get the ball back with some time here. All depends on what they do with their timeouts. Clock management is always a key with these coaches. First and 10 from the 35. Ball on the ground, Langner able to pick it up, but spins and goes nowhere. Another bad snap. A few bad snaps in this game tonight on both sides of the ball. North Haven had one that cost them nearly 30 yards earlier in this game, and that one there goes to the ground, and they can't let the play develop. So 2nd and 12, clock continues to run. Cheshire does not burn any of their two timeouts. North Haven taking their time here as we're now under a minute. Langner hands it off. Pass complete to Dodge. Dodge gets the first down, but he stays in play. So the clock will stop at 43 seconds to move the chains, but once everyone's set, the clock will continue. The ball at the 47-yard line, and the clock now runs. 40 seconds to go. North Haven huddling up. 35 seconds. Clock still going. 30 seconds. North Haven now set at 30 seconds. First and 10 from the 47. Pandolfi rolls out, trying to get to the edge. Flag on the play. He steps out of bounds. Helmet on the field. So let's see what the penalty is. It looks like it is against North Haven, marked at the line of scrimmage. Holding on North Haven, so it's 17 seconds left. North Haven (17 seconds left). North Haven with only one timeout. They get the ball back in the second half. 17 seconds. 1st and 20 from the 37. Man in motion. Handoff. Finds an open field. And they get to the original line of scrimmage with 10 seconds left. That was Cavalier on the carry. And North Haven will call that final timeout. And the decision now is, what do you do? What play do you have here at the 47-yard line? So you need 53 yards to get to the end zone with 5 seconds left. I don't think enough time is to develop one play to get out of bounds. You're going to have to do some kind of magic here. I'm sure some kind of hook and ladder is going to be played here, would be my guess. But if you're North Haven, the thing you cannot do, even if you don't end up scoring, is do not turn over the football and let Cheshire do something with it on this last play. So it'll be 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line, most likely the final play of the first half. 2 wide receivers on the far side. And Cheshire now calls a timeout. They didn't like what they saw from North Haven's offense, so they're going to adjust things. They had 2 timeouts. You're not going to use them anymore. Might as well use one now. You're watching North Haven High School football here on NHTV. Thank you, everybody, for joining us so far. My name is Michael Valenti. The only score of the game comes from a pass from Matthew Jeffrey to E.J. Quint. On there right now, as it stands, the final drive for Cheshire in this first half. North Haven has forced a couple turnovers on Cheshire, a turnover on downs and an interception. But North Haven has not done a good job moving the ball offensively. Few penalties have caused them to go backwards. A big botch snap cost them 20-plus yards. Things that they have to adjust here in the second half. And Cheshire have not been perfect either. They have had their fair share of penalties negate big plays. 5 seconds left. Rolling out to his left. Throws this one up the middle. And it's batted down. And that will end the first half. So Cheshire, despite both teams having their fair share of mistakes, Cheshire fares out here. Heading into the second half, they lead 7-0. We'll take a quick break, come back with our keys to the second half, and start the second half here. You're watching North Haven High School football on NHTV.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of
Forget Me Not Full Service Flower Shop.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of North Haven Funeral Home.
At the half, North Haven trails Cheshire 7-0. You're watching North Haven High School football on NHTV. My name is Michael Valenti. Both teams, I mean, it seemed like a lot of mistakes, a lot of miscues, but it was Cheshire that fired first finally late in the second quarter with a touchdown pass from Matthew Jeffrey to E.J. Quint. It was a perfect ball, too. Matthew Jeffrey dropping it in over the shoulder of E.J. Quint. He had to bobble a little bit to eventually get the possession, but he does. And Cheshire now has that lead. North Haven here not really doing much offensively. The defense has kept them in this game. Also, Cheshire committing some penalties that have hurt them. So I think both teams, they've had their fair share of penalties. The officials are definitely throwing the yellow flags tonight. So now, in this second half, you really got to mind what you do on this field. Try not to commit a stupid penalty. And also at the same time, you have to just execute. And with Cheshire, they've executed one more play over North Haven, and that's why they're at the lead that they have, 7-0. North Haven does start the second half with the ball. And if I'm North Haven, you got to do something here. You got to do something. They, I think, only had 2 first downs the entire first half. They were not moving the ball at all. And if you're going to win football games, especially in a tight one like this, you got to get those first downs. Cheshire, they could clean up their penalties a little bit. They definitely had a few big penalties. Negated interception from E.J. Quint, also a big run from Christian Russo. So if they could clean up, basically the second half revolves around who's going to clean up their penalties and who's going to make the fewer mistakes. And North Haven's not out of this. Cheshire, obviously, with the lead, they're not out of this. This one's going to go down to the wire. So we'll see how this ends up here as we approach the second half of North Haven High School football on NHTV. Again, thank you everybody for joining us here as we get set for the second half. My name is Michael Valenti. The first home game for North Haven in 2 years. And they trail Cheshire 7-0 as we approach the second half. Haven't really called Christian Russo's name from Cheshire, who has been the offensive catalyst in the first week for Cheshire in their big overtime win, where he ran for nearly 200 yards. Tonight he did have one big run, but other than that, you haven't really heard his name. And they've done a lot of passing in this game for Cheshire, a lot more than I was expecting. I knew they were going to use the air, but I thought it would definitely be a lot more running than we've seen so far. And North Haven, to their credit, they've thrown the ball a lot more than what we've seen in years past too, because typically they're a less than 10 times throwing in the air, but now they're definitely throwing the ball. And in a game like this, you got to keep Cheshire on tap, keep them honest with that passing game. Just keep them guessing as we get set for the second half. Again, North Haven will get the ball, trailing 7-0. So Cheshire doing their final warm-ups, North Haven doing their final warm-ups while we get ready for this second half. North Haven gets the ball, and even though it's 7-0, I feel like this first drive for North Haven really has to set the tone for how this second half is going to play out. if I'm North Haven, if I don't come away with points, you got to make sure that Cheshire doesn't come away with points on their first drive of the game. You don't want to be trailing two scores here, possibly midway through the third quarter, in a game where the offense didn't really get going here in the first half. And if I'm Cheshire, I'm applying the pressure from the defense here on the first drive of the second half. Stack the box. I think it's almost certain that North Haven will run the ball. Just a matter of who is going to be the carrier. So Cheshire can stack that box and maybe throw in a defender from the defensive backs, knowing that they're most likely going to run the ball. But if North Haven can get them off guard and actually throw, this is going to be very interesting. We'll take a quick break. Second half coming up next. You're watching North Haven High School football on NHTV.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of
Forget Me Not Full Service Flower Shop.
So he gets set to start the third quarter.
Friday Night
7-0 Cheshire leads as we get set for the start of the second half here at Mike Vanacore Field. And the North Haven crowd is roaring. For the first game at Mike Vanacore Field in 2 years, they are excited here, despite trailing 7-0. And there's an end-over-end kick, angled and received around the 22-yard line and dropped at the 25-yard line. So North Haven will start at the 25-yard line to start the second half. North Haven with only 2 first downs in the first half. So they really struggled to move the ball. Obviously had a bad snap that led them to a second and a mile. And also there was another drive where they had a couple penalties where they ended up being at a 1st and 25 situation. So that did not help their cause. 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. There's a snap. Fakes the handoff and takes it himself up the middle and gains about 5 on the play. So Langner was the carrier there, and that's what you got to do here. It's 7-0, so you don't need to go crazy. Just get positive yardage on every single play. If you continue to do that, you're going to have a successful second half and most likely win this game. 2nd and 6 is the official down and distance. Rolling out to the near side is Langner. Langner hit outside. Let's see where they officially mark it. A flag is on the play. Let's see what that's going to be for. It could be holding on North Haven. Yes, it is. North Haven holding. So again, the penalties have haunted them early on in this second half. So instead of what could have been nearly a first down, is now a 2nd and long. The ball officially marked at the 20-yard line, so it'll be 2nd and 15. Pass is complete, and they get the first down. Beautiful handoff play there That's the kind of stuff that North Haven has to do to keep Cheshire guessing. Obviously, North Haven known for their continuous running attack. Very rarely do you see them pass, but right there is where you got to keep them honest, and they did so there, handing it off. And then the ball carrier, finding the open receiver, getting the ball. Actually, my apologies. It looked like he did get the first down from where I'm sitting, but apparently not. So it's going to be 3rd and 1. And a rollout to the near side. Finds a hole. He's hit. It's going to be close to that first down marker. I think he's got it, but let's see. They call it. Pandolfi got the first down. So that moves the chains, and North Haven gets their 3rd first down of the night. Their first in the second half on their first drive. And it's going to be an official's timeout. A player from Cheshire is down. So while there's a break in the action, we'll take a quick break here. 10:30 to go in the 3rd. 7-0 Cheshire. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of North Haven Funeral Home.
But it'll be 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line for North Haven. Spinning is Langner, losing his footing, but that actually might have been beneficial to him. And he gets 5 yards on the play.
Jake Langner on the carry, picks up 5 yards.
2nd and 5. Ball at the 40-yard line as we approach 10 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Second and 5 from the 40-yard line. Man in motion. Handoff there. Takes it himself. Finds a hole. Keeps going. And let's see where forward progress stops him. I think he's just shy of that first down. It was Caravas that took the carry there. Looked like he was going to throw, but then found a hole himself, picked up 4 yards, and it's going to be 3rd and 1. So North Haven continuing the positive yardage here in this first possession of the 3rd quarter, I should say. And that's what I said heading into the second half. That's what North Haven needed to do, just get positive yardage. 3rd and 1. Pandolfi takes the direct snap, and he didn't get anywhere as he was hit behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 4th down and 1. And it looks like North Haven's going to keep the ball on the field. Or they're going to keep the offense on the field, I think. And I think this North Haven crowd likes the decision. It's a gutsy one, because if they don't convert, that gives Cheshire a short distance to score. 4th and 1. Rolling out to the near side. He's got the first down. Cross midfield. And he's just shy of the 45-yard line. Jake Langner with a big first down for North Haven. I don't even have the crowd mic mixed into my headphones, and I can hear the roar of the crowd in my headset. That's how loud the pop was for that first down, and it was definitely a big first down for North Haven as they cross midfield, I believe for the first time tonight. Outside of First and 10. Handoff goes to Dodge. Dodge finds a hole, gets to the 40, and he's tripped up. He gets about 6 on that play. North Haven looking much better. So I don't know what Coach Sagnella told this team at the half, but whatever they told them, it's working so far. This is definitely a much more livelier offense. They're definitely getting things going. So I don't know, did they see something in that Cheshire defense that they're finally taking advantage of? But the offensive line is definitely giving the rushing game some hold. Langner, right through the hole. First down, North Haven gets to the 30. This is the kind of stuff that you love to see from this single wing offense because you never know who's going to be the ball carrier. Jake Langner looked like he was going to hand it off. He says, no, I'm going to take it myself. Moves it up between the tackles. Gets to the 30-yard line. First down. 6:40 to go here. North Haven continues to drive. Ball on the ground. Still on the ground. Did Langner get it? I believe he did. So that's going to be the first time that North Haven has negative yardage on the play outside of a penalty here in the second half.
Loss of about 6 yards.
So they lost 6 yards on that play. So it'll be 2nd and 16 from the 36-yard line. And that's going to be a neutral zone infraction, so whatever they lost on the fumble, they're going to get back.
Cheshire jumps on sides.
So it looks like North Haven using the hard count to catch. And a "you can't do that" chant happening here at Mike Vandercourt Field from the North Haven students. Usually that's a chant you hear at hockey games. Langner hands this one off to Cavalier, and he gets to the line. So this one is going to be 3rd and 9. I think right now North Haven, obviously they went for 4th down earlier in this possession. I think right now they're definitely in two-down situation here. So we'll see how they have this 3rd down play, but avoid a turnover and just get positive yardage here on 3rd down. It's Dodge. Looks to throw, wobbly pass, diving, and it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for MJ DeVilliers.
DeVilliers was the intended receiver there, and that was not the prettiest ball from Matt Dodge. And North Haven, I think are they bringing out the punt team? They are. They're bringing out the punt team from Cheshire's 29-yard line.
North Haven lines up the punt.
And not the best punt. I think they might have got 5 net yards on that punt. I know it's high school football, so you're not really going to have kickers that can kick 50-plus yard field goals. But that's short of a distance. I would have taken a chance there. I know it was fourth and long, but take a chance. So now North Haven has to stop Cheshire here just to keep the score at 7-0 with 5 minutes to go in the third. First and 10. Handoff goes to Russo. 3 men at him. He breaks a tackle and takes it out of bounds.
Christian Russo on the carry.
So it's going to be 1st and 10.
Pushed out of bounds after 6.
2nd and 4 after the 6-yard run there by Russo. There's the snap. Handoff again goes to Russo. Goes between the tackles. He's got the first down there. Gain of about 5. And there's a player down.
Injury timeout on the field.
And it's on North Haven. I think that's Jake Langner. He went down quick. His leg is hurting. So while we take a break, or while they take a break, we'll take a break here. 7-0. Cheshire leads with 4:50 to go. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of
Forget Me Not Full Service Flower Shop.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of North Haven Funeral Home.
That was Kevin Derrico, the senior center.
Correction, that is Kevin Derrico for Cheshire, one of the co-captains. So, 1st and 10 for Cheshire.
1st and 10 for Cheshire at the 32, under 5 minutes to go in the third. North Haven brings an extra defender to blitz, but Cheshire able to run through the tackles there.
Russo on the carry.
Russo again. So until North Haven finds an answer for Christian Russo, I think Cheshire just continues to give the ball to number 6. Big boy there at 5'9", 195 pounds. Just have him run between the tackles, and obviously definitely has the agility and has that acceleration to take it to the next level in the second gear. Back to Russo. Russo kicks it into gear. First down, breaks it through the hole. Little extra. 40, 35, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Cheshire. 62 yards for a touchdown. And Cheshire now has a 13-0 lead. What North Haven did not want the second half to start out like is exactly how it started out like. North Haven needed to get points on the board and prevent Cheshire from scoring, but instead they have to punt after getting a pretty good drive going that was halted at the 29-yard line. Not the best punt in the world, and Cheshire takes advantage of it. And the extra point was blocked. Oh, sorry, excuse me, it wasn't.
And the extra point is good.
It was good, excuse me.
So the score with 3:55 remaining in the third quarter.
Sometimes you see things and your mind plays tricks on you, but yes, it was. The extra point was good. 14-0 Cheshire leads. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of
Forget Me Not Full Service Flower Shop.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of North Haven Funeral Home.
A 63-yard touchdown run from Christian Russo gives Cheshire a 14-0 lead here at Mike Vandecourt Field. North Haven has to answer here. It looked like they were starting to get things going offensively, so if they can continue that momentum, they got to score though. They can't keep this a 2-score game. Under 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. On that last drive, Jake Wagner did come off the field, and he was a big part of that drive. The kick goes over the receiver's head and goes into the end zone for a touchback. So they'll start at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. So we'll see what North Haven has in store to answer that touchdown from Christian Russo. 1st and 10 from the 20. Pandolfi, pass incomplete. DeVilliers was the intended receiver there. So North Haven, I think, might be seeing some more passing attempts here in the second half, down 2 scores with 3:50 to go in the third. Handoff to the near side. Not much there, as it was Carvis. And it will be 3rd down and long for North Haven. Not how they wanted the return here. They actually ended up losing yardage on that play. Third and 13 from the 17-yard line. Pandolfi looks back to throw, throws this one over, and it's well short. Intended for DeVilliers again, and North Haven is going to be forced to punt. E.J. Quint back to receive the punt. Has a touchdown tonight as a receiver. This one will be returned from the 49-yard line. Trying to evade a couple tacklers before eventually brought down at the 44-yard line. So Cheshire has short field here to make this one a wide open game. If I'm North Haven's defense, I got to find an answer for Christian Russo. They did a good job basically containing him in the first half. Just got to find out what they did in the first half. Do it here in the second half. And so far, Cheshire has found the answer with Christian Russo in this second half with that big 63-yard touchdown run that gave him the 2-score lead. Shotgun formation with 2 wide receivers, 1 on each end. Handoff up the middle goes to Christian Russo, and this time they stop him.
Russo on the carry, hit at the line of scrimmage.
Second down on that one. Stephen DiCristina was the tackler there, among 2 other players from North Haven. 2nd and 9. And hard count forces a neutral zone infraction, so North Haven gives Cheshire 5 free yards there, making this one now a 2nd and 5, or 2nd and 4.
North Haven jumps offside, so it's going to be 2nd and 4.
Just over 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Shotgun formation. Ball gets by Jeffrey. It's a bad snap. Jeffrey's able to get on it, and it crosses over midfield. So North Haven in the first half had a bad snap. Here, Cheshire has the bad snap in the second half. And now they have a long mile to go to get the first down here. 3rd and 25 from the 44-yard line. Shotgun formation here on the 3rd and long. Jeffrey, quick screen pass to Quint is complete. He breaks a tackle. Are you kidding me? He's got the first down. And they are inside the 10. Are you kidding me?
Pass complete.
3rd and 22 is converted.
Injury timeout on the field.
And an injury timeout. North Haven has a man down, as it was Jack Watson that ended up with the screen pass in the long gain. We'll take this injury timeout here. 14-0 Cheshire leads, but they're in goal distance. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of
Forget Me Not Full Service Flower Shop.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of North Haven Funeral Home.
Matt Dodge comes off the field, able to walk off his own power. The 1st and goal from the 5-yard line after Cheshire converted a 3rd and 22 from their 44-yard line. And that was a big 3rd down that Cheshire just converted. And if they're able to score off of this and make it a 3-score game, it's going to be hard for North Haven to come back. And now with Matt Dodge off the field, it's going to be even harder. Clock continues to run, under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Hit before he gets to the goal line. The carrier there was Connor Moran.
Connor Moran on the carry. He hit the line of scrimmage and knocked back by Michael Masto.
Basto will get the tackle on that play. Cheshire taking their time there.
So it's 2nd and goal.
And I think they're going to let the clock run out here, and that will be the end of the 3rd quarter. Cheshire threatening to score, 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line. They lead 14-0 here at Mike Vanacore Field. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
End of the 3rd quarter.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of
Forget-Me-Not Full Service Flower Shop.
Hey, hey, everybody! Yell go! NHTV! Hey, hey, everybody!
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of North Haven Funeral Home.
Go fight, win, NH, go fight, win!
We start the fourth quarter. Second and goal here from the 3-yard line with Cheshire, trying to make this a 3-score game. I formation for Cheshire. Christian Russo in the backfield. Already has 1 touchdown tonight. Gets the pitch. Trying to get to the outside. He dives. Touchdown, Cheshire. His second of the night. And with that, North Haven is now trailing by 3 scores on the first play of the fourth quarter. The Cheshire crowd that traveled here tonight are really loud. Snap is good, kick is up, and that is good. So with that, Cheshire now leads 21-0. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of
Forget-Me-Not Full Service Flower Shop.
Cheshire leads 21-0 here at Mike Vanacore Field, as we only had 1 play in this fourth quarter so far, and it was a touchdown run from Christian Russo, his second touchdown run of the night, and his second in as many offensive drives for Cheshire. North Haven, who scored only 3 points on the road at Shelton last week, are being shut out right now, starting this fourth quarter, looking for their first touchdown of this 2021 season.
Jeff Carvis and Sebastian Derubis back to receive the kick.
Derubis and Kavaris return, and this one will be returned. And gets to the just shy of the 30-yard line. So pretty decent field position here for North Haven as they have their first drive of the fourth quarter. They had a pretty decent drive to start out the third quarter, but halted a little bit and eventually had to punt at Cheshire's 29-yard line. It didn't amount to much on that punt, so Cheshire got good field position. Moved down across North Haven side of the field before a bad snap actually had them at the 43-yard line before Christian Russo hit his first of 2 touchdowns tonight. 1st and 10 for North Haven. Drops back, looking to throw. Throws it up the middle. Passes complete to De Villiers. Gets to midfield. First down. No, he drops it. And I think Cheshire's going to get the fumble. Let's see if the officials are going to talk about this. The officials will talk about it. I believe the ruling right now is a Cheshire fumble recovery. I think it's going to stay that way. Cheshire That is a big blow if that is going to stay as a fumble recovery, which I believe it will. It is. Cheshire ball. De Villiers had the first down, and as he was getting hit, drops the ball. And the Cheshire defender able to dive on it and pick it up. Fakes the handoff, fakes a screen, and takes it himself. Gets across, finds a hole to the 25, flag on the play, 15, and he's pushed out of bounds. There was a flag thrown at around the 35 and another one thrown at around the 30. Simeone was the carrier there and did a very good job faking the handoff to Christian Russo, then faking a screen, finding a hole and just taking it himself. But I think some of this is going to come back. Yes, it will. It will be a Cheshire penalty.
So the initial call is a penalty against Cheshire. So there was a hold during the run.
So instead of the ball being at around the 15-yard line, Cheshire will have the ball at the 45-yard line. And it's 1st and 5.
So it's 1st and 5.
Rolling out, throwing to his right, pass is complete. Gets to the sideline to the 20, shakes off one defender, and he's going to score for a touchdown. Danny Zawalich. And this game has blown wide open. And what was a loud North Haven crowd throughout the first 2.5 quarters of this game is now dead silent. If you hear any cheering tonight, it is from Cheshire, from the other side of the field that our microphone is picking up. Vasquez will kick the extra point, and this one's true. And Cheshire has their own fire truck horn tonight. And they've been blowing it loud and proud as they now have a 28-0 lead. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of North Haven Funeral Home.
With 11-12 to go in this fourth quarter. Not even a minute into this fourth quarter, and Cheshire's already scored 14 points. End over end kick, and before the kick, there's a flag. Not every day you see a flag on the kickoff before the kick. An illegal procedure on Cheshire on the kickoff. I think that is the first time I've seen that call since we started doing games here on North Haven Television, which we started, I believe, in 2015. And that is the first time I've seen an illegal procedure on the kickoff. Line drive kick will be returned after the bounce. Goes to the 20, 25, 30, gets hit, and eventually dropped at around the 32-yard line. So as quick as Cheshire has scored 2 scores, North Haven needs to get on the board here. Less than a minute here in this fourth quarter. It went from a 14-0 lead to a 28-0 lead. North Haven yet to score a touchdown in this 2021 season. They only scored 3 points last week against Shelton on the road, losing 23-3. Pandolfi hands this off and gets a couple yards to the 30-yard line. Cavalier was the carrier there, another senior on this team. Second and 8 from the 36-yard line. Pandolfi will take it himself, trying to get around the edge, and Cheshire's not giving him that edge at all, so he ends up giving back the 2 yards that they got on first down. It'll be 3rd and 10. Basically, the story for North Haven's offense tonight is just outside of one drive, they really have not gotten the offense going. 3rd and 10. There's a handoff. Gets up the middle. Crosses the 35 as Cavalier gets to the 36. And it'll be 4th down. And North Haven will punt. So once again, North Haven not getting much going on the offense. E.J. Quint will be back to receive the punt for North Haven. And the punt will be from M.J. Deviliers.
MJ on the punt. Quint back to receive.
Good snap. Line drive punt goes right at E.J. Quinn, and he'll take it. Evades one tackler and hit from behind and dropped just shy of the 45-yard line.
Matt Coco.
So Cheshire have already scored twice in this fourth quarter, and there's 9 minutes to go in this game with the lead 28-0. High snap, eventually gets it to Russo, who goes to the outside. Russo, who's got himself a big game tonight with 2 touchdowns on his own, one from 63 yards out, the other from 3 yards out. Really was the guy that you had to keep an eye on for Cheshire tonight, as he came into this game with 185 rushing yards in the first game in their 26-20 win last week. And here he is this week. He's definitely over 100 yards. I don't have the exact total for him tonight. But with the 63-yard touchdown, he's definitely got enough carries to get him over the 100-yard mark. And as the clock continues to run, I don't think Cheshire passes for the rest of this game. There's another handoff to Russo, breaks a couple tackles, keeps going, and he's got the first down. It was close to the first down. I thought he got it, but it looks like the officials may mark it a half yard short. So it'll be 3rd and 1. Russo comes off the field for Connor Moran. Shotgun formation for Cheshire with 2 on the far side, 1 on the near side. Simeone to receive the snap. He gets the snap, hands it off. No, he takes it himself. He's got the first down. And that's just what he needed. He didn't need that many yards. And a good fake out there. Fakes the handoff and does a halfback draw instead. Gets 2 yards. That's enough for a Cheshire first down. And the clock continues to run here. As soon as the chains are set, clock will continue to run. 7:07 to go in the fourth quarter as North Haven is trailing 28-0. What was a highly contested first half has been one-sided here in the second half as Russo gets the handoff again, gets around the edge. And that's what, I mean, from what I've seen all night with Christian Russo, as he picks up about 4 on that play, is they hand it off to him and he's just getting to the outside. If he can get to the outside, that's where he's getting the most damage done. Even though he'll sometimes start a run in between the tackles, he still finds a way to get to the outside. And when he does that, North Haven's had a really tough time getting him down. There have been a couple times where North Haven got him down, but it was always at the line of scrimmage. But once he got into that second level of the North Haven defense and able to get to the outside, it was very tough for North Haven to get him out. He's either getting pushed out or he gets a big gain. But it's 2nd and 5 as we approach the 6-minute mark here in the game. Russo gets a fake handoff there. Simeone stiff arms, dives, and he gains maybe 1 on the play. Pandolfi was the man credited for the tackle there. 3rd and 5, so Cheshire will need to get to the 34-yard line. The North Haven cheerleaders trying to get this crowd back into this game, try to get some life back into this North Haven crowd. Handoff goes to Russo. He goes right through the tacklers, got the first down inside the 25-yard line. That was just a beautiful play there. Give it to the guy that's been carrying it all night. Right through the center and the guard. And North Haven has not had an answer for him. The big 195-pound back with 2 touchdowns in this game as Cheshire just continues to run this clock out with the 28-0 lead as they will go to 2-0 and North Haven goes to 0-2. First and 10 from the 24-yard line. Handoff to Moran. Gets some positive yardage there, just shy of the 20-yard line. Second and 7 is the official down and distance. Next time North Haven High School football will be here at Mike Vanacore Field, and also broadcasting on NHTV will be Friday night, October 22nd. We'll have back-to-back weeks there, 22nd, 29th before the Thanksgiving game, which will be on Thanksgiving morning. Moran gets the carry. Stopped in the backfield. Not much there. So it'll be third down and about 7. North Haven starting this season 0-2. Really need to start getting things going to turn it around here. And they have a really tough schedule. They got teams, they're playing teams on Fairfield County this year. Staples. 3rd and 7 from the 21-yard line. Fakes the handoff. Simeone takes himself stiff arm, and he's well short of the first down there.
And that's going to bring up a 4th down. 4th and about 4 yards to go.
4th and 4. Cheshire doesn't need to go for it. They can just kill the clock here. Cheshire just letting this one die out as we approach the final 2 minutes of this game. Timeout called by Cheshire. So we'll take a quick timeout here. Cheshire leads 28-0. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of
Forget Me Not Full Service Flower Shop.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of North Haven Funeral Home.
Coming off the timeout, Cheshire leads 28-0 on 4th and 4. Looking at the schedule here for the rest of North Haven, they are on the road for the next 3, where they will go on the road against Wilton, New Canaan, and Hamden. There's a pass, it's intercepted, and it's going the other way. 30, shaken off, and eventually brought down. So the second interception of the night for the North Haven defense. At least there's a positive note to take out of this game. So North Haven will have 1:46 to go to try to get on the board here and possibly score their first touchdown of this young 2021 season. So back to what I was saying, they're on the road against Wilton, New Canaan, and Hamden. Then they come home for 2 games against Stratford and Pomperog. Those are going to be the 2 games that we have here on NHTV. Then they're on the road against Hand and Hillhouse before the Thanksgiving game against Amity, which is home here this season. So North Haven is starting at the 30-yard line. They have all 3 of their timeouts. First and 10 from the 30. Pandolfi looking to throw. Lofts it over, but over the head and incomplete.
Intended for Anthony Cavalier.
That was intended for Cavaliers. 2nd and 10. Second and 10 from the 30-yard line. Timeout called by North Haven. Coach Sagnella trying to get a game plan in here. Try to get that first score for North Haven in this game, their first touchdown of this 2021 season. As I mentioned before, they lost to Shelton last week, 23-3, and this week down 28-0. I know Coach Sagnella does not want to go into week 3 0-2 without a touchdown to be scored. So we'll see what North Haven offense looks like here coming out of the timeout. 2nd and 10 from the 30-yard line. Handoff, looking to throw, does so, and that's intercepted. So North Haven intercepts the ball and they give it right back. And that will seal the deal here at Mike Vanacore Field. And it'll be the first time in a long time since they've started the season 0-2. So Cheshire takes a timeout. We'll take a quick timeout here with 1:34 to go in this game. Cheshire leads 28-0. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of
Forget Me Not Full Service Flower Shop.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of North Haven Funeral Home.
Coming out of the timeout with 1:34 to go. And it looks like Cheshire's going to go into victory formation. Take a knee and kill out the rest of this clock.
And Cheshire will take a knee and let the clock run.
So again, the next time we'll be here on NHTV, and the next time North Haven is home will be on October 22nd against Stratford. And then the following week we'll be back again.
Games, North Haven will be road warriors for the next few weeks. At Milton next week, after Canaan on October 1st and Camden on October 15th. And returning home to Vanacore Field on October 22nd when they take on the Stratford Devils.
And trying to go back here in the history of North Haven to see the last time they went 0-2 to start the season. Yeah, you have to go all the way back to my senior year, 2005, and they went 0 for the season that year. The 2005, I graduated that spring in 2006. That is the last time North Haven started a season 0-2. They lost their first game at home against Brantford and then went on the road to lose against Foreign. And the game is over. Cheshire has won 28-0, and North Haven starts this season 0-2 for the first time in 16 years. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us here on North Haven High School Football on NHTV. Again, the next time we'll be on will be October 22nd when Stratford comes in. Again, after that will be October 29th against Pomperog. And then we have the Thanksgiving game this year where Amity comes to town on that Thursday morning. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us again here on NHTV. Also, those streaming through Facebook on the North Haven football page, also on NHTV Sports. We'll see you in a month. Hopefully North Haven turns things around and makes this actually get some wins on the board to get them scoring some touchdowns. But until then, my name is Michael Valenti saying so long from Mike Vanacore Field. Again, the final score, 28-0 here at Mike Vanacore Field. Good night, everybody.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of
Forget Me Not Full Service Flower Shop.
Friday Night Football on NHTV is brought to you through the support of North Haven Funeral Home.